Hi, everyone. Hi, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you guys can see me. I'm trying to make this area light, but as light as I can. But hopefully, you guys can see me here. Um, Today, we're going to get into part two to talk about grief and healing. So, I hope you guys had a great day and everything is well with you. Okay, I think that's better. It's so important, guys, to take care of yourself. I go back right now and I think of the time of COVID, and losing my mom and everything that has been going on. And how the last conversation I had with her, etc. And it's hard. It's very hard. So if you guys have lost someone that you really love and they meant a lot to you, um, you know what that feels like, that void, that emptiness. Please take care of yourself during that time, especially if it's more recent than not. Um, and it's important because people are in despair. And sometimes when you are in grief because of loss, it can lead to depression. And we don't want anyone in that place of depression. So I'm going to talk about what's helped me. And some of the things that helped me, the first thing besides prayer and asking God to lift me up because it was a difficult time. Um, what else helped was therapy. Just therapy. Finding a good therapist is so important. One that vibes with you, that gets you and understand you. In the beginning, it may be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's understandable, especially under the circumstances. But make sure you have a therapist that can help you, one day at a time, one step at a time. And the second thing is music. A lot of music, like right now, have background music on. It helps to bring like a relaxation to the discussion because things are, you know, it can be difficult, but you don't have to be alone in your feelings of the grief. Um, Time alone is important, especially to process it, to process what's going on. I didn't have a choice because it was a shutdown. And my mom died in April of 2020. In my last conversation with her, it just broke my heart because she was trying to talk and she was like gasping for air. And one of the last things she said to me was, "I love you." And after that, she was in and out because she couldn't really talk much due to the COVID. And it just made me realize how life is so short and it's not promised to any of us, you know? So it's important that we embrace life and tell our loved ones and friends how much we love them because tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And so it helped me to think about and reflect on my own life and to take care of myself, embrace it to the fullest. And I talk a lot about toxicity. And, it put me on the road to get rid of all the toxic things in my life because it wasn't for my highest good and nothing good was coming from it. It's like being here and taking up space and not doing anything with the time you have, and time is so very precious and short. So time alone to reflect, meditate, ponder, and I stayed in prayer a lot. That was important to me. Let's see what else. I have some notes here. A support system, having a support system. And if you don't have that, I watched a lot of uplifting videos and just stayed in prayer a lot. And I did have one person that I did keep in touch with and talk with, um, besides my therapist, because that's important to have someone. Um, Take one day at a time, because you may feel good today and then tomorrow you may have a grief moment. What I didn't understand during that time is grief. um, it felt almost like bipolar when you get those moments of grief. I would be in the store when we were first allowed to go out after COVID, and I saw a picture of a tree that I had planted at my mother's grave site. And everything I had in the cart, I had to leave it in a store and leave because I broke out in tears crying. And you may have outbursts of moments of grief that comes unexpectedly. Don't let this startle you. It did me in the beginning, but I started to research that this is part of the grieving process, is an outlet for the pain. Like going to therapy and talking about it, and having a really good therapist will help you with the pain of this, with the loss. Also, surround yourself with nature. you know um, if you have pets, spend a lot of time with them. Birds, just being out. Right now it's really cold and things, but surround yourself with things that uplift your spirit, you know and minimize any form of toxicity in your life, because it just adds to the mental and physical health. Because, guys, remember that the loss of a loved one can really affect your physical and mental health, and we need to take care of ourselves. um, Zoom in on that even more so during those times, because the depression that comes, the grief, it can put you in a situation where you don't want to take care of yourself. But it's important when you lose someone that you love. I lost about 10 people during the shutdown, including my mom and some other relatives, and just feels like it was really, really bad. Um, and so, like I said, surrounding yourself, laughter is the best medicine as you start to feel yourself, you know, the reality of the situation. Self care, get enough sleep and rest. That's important. And make sure you're eating. That's important during a time with the grief, because sometimes you don't feel like doing anything. Um, when you lose someone that you love, the depression, the hurt, the pain, it affects your mental and your physical health. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, and make sure you're eating and getting enough rest. It's so important. During the holiday times too is when I feel it a lot, because um, the loss of all the family members and my mother and friends and things like that. Um, and it reminds me that I don't ever want to see another time like COVID again. Hopefully, we won't ever see anything like that, because a lot of people lost their life. They didn't make it, you know. And when you lose people that you love, you know, if you ever been in that situation, you understand that. And just make sure that you have a support system and you're taking care of yourself, one day at a time. Nothing ventured is nothing gained. So, guys, keep moving forward, and make sure you can also connect. They have some support systems, but besides seeing a therapist, where you can do online, like grief support systems, where you're going to hear other people talk about their losses. I know people who lost their spouse during a shutdown, and they really having a hard time, and just needing someone to listen to them is also an outlet for the pain. you know so one day at a time. Nothing ventured is nothing gained. So those who have recently went through that, um, please, find a therapist that you can connect with and start there. And I promise you, one day at a time. The pain feels really a lot at the moment, but it gets better. I'm living proof of that. I'm also a 9/11 survivor. I'm a 9/11 survivor as well. So I know about pain and going through all these things. But like I said, I put my trust in God. God is awesome. Prayer and then having that support system. It's so important. So, guys, that's the message today. I wanted to zoom in and talk to those who specifically lost loved ones, and here to uplift and to talk about my own experiences and how I've gotten through these things, and perhaps it can help you as well. So that's the message today. Let's keep showing up here. Um, continue to subscribe to the channel and invite others. And I notice a lot of people are commenting now. Thank you for that. Invite others because they need to hear the message. We want to help people and uplift them so that they don't get to a place of despair and, do something that they should not do. So I'm here, we're here on this channel to uplift, not to judge others, but to uplift, support, and help each other through sharing our experiences. Because just hearing how someone else went through something may save someone else's life. It may resonate with you and help you through these difficult times. Thank you for being here. This is Lisa, always shedding love and light and encouraging you all to be the best version of yourself and be patient with yourself as well. That's the message today. Thank you for being here, guys, and I'll see you sometime again tomorrow. And take care of yourself. Have a great night. Bye for now.